team, welcome back to my channel. So I don't know if those that know me and went to high school with me, but I don't know if you can guess what this video is about, but if you guessed correctly, it is about my high school experience. So I went to high school at Mainland High School, and by the way, the back of this shirt is sick. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah. I'll pick you guys up so you can see it, but here, I don't know if I can get it, but I'll have a picture on my Instagram. Yeah, no, but I'll have a picture on my Instagram of what that guy looks like. I'll have my Instagram down below if you want to follow me. Just like, my Instagram is private, so just let me know who you are. So my high school experience. I went to high school at Mainland High School, and that is where Denzel Washington actually went to high school in the 70s or the 80s, I believe. I think it was like the 70s. So yeah, I went there, and if you don't know about the school, Vince Carter went there as well and donated a bunch of money, and the whole school got rebuilt. And like the gym and the auditorium, I can't remember, are both named after him. Well, the gym is, and there's like, you can go upstairs and there's a weight room. There's like 2 floors to the gym. It's insane. And there's like a basketball court and everything. So I think there's 2 basketball courts if I remember correctly. But yeah, so I graduated in 2014. And so I was in high school from 2000, like the end of 2010 to 2014, because the graduating class when I got there was the class of 2011, but class of 2014 is the best class ever. There's a 14. But yeah, so I went there, and it was kind of a clusterfuck at first because of my disability. They did not know what the fuck to do with me because they had me and another girl, Jennifer, and she's like me, but she walks on crutches, like the polio kind of crutches, and she is quick, boy. Honestly, I have to run to keep up with her. So, they were like, what the fuck do we do? Because they have like special needs kids, but it's not like me or her where we're high functioning and we can do shit for ourselves. It's because they have a whole like special education like area upstairs. So they have kids like that, because in the state of Florida, if you are special needs and you are on an individual education plan, or IEP as we call it, you can stay in high school up until from 15. I'm in the States, so high school usually starts around 15 up until the day before your 21st or 22nd birthday. I think it's 22nd birthday. So we have kids like that have already graduated but still want to stay because they feel comfortable. And like I could have stayed if I wanted to, but like, girl, like I went straight to college. So I was like, girl, who even, because you would have, I think 2 or 3 IEP meetings a year. And when you're a senior, they would talk about like your graduation plan, like if you're staying, if you're going, where you're going to college, what are you gonna do, like your grades. They look at everything. So the lady was like, yeah, I don't think we need to sign you to stay because it's not gonna be a problem. Like, I still thought I was gonna, like, because they have what they call the 4-year plan. You graduate high school in 4 years, or you fuck up, something happens, I don't know, you end up graduating in 5. Well, in my best friend's case, she was held back in, I think, 2nd or 3rd grade. Erin, correct me if I'm wrong. I think it was 2nd grade. And we ended up graduating high school at the same time. I literally think Yeah, her graduation was Tuesday night and mine was on Sunday, girl. So we ended up showing up to both each other's graduations, and she fell at mine. Oh God, that should be a story time in itself. So, yeah. So basically, they like in this meeting, all your teachers get together, the IEP lady, and they talk about everything. And they were like, yeah, I don't think we need to send you stay. Well, at first I still thought I was going to stay. Oh, yeah, and I was talking about Erin. Sorry, I get off on tangents. And Erin actually left the high school that we were going to together, went to Georgia for like a year, and then came back. Well, she's not on an IEP, so they wouldn't let her come back because she was 19 already. And if you're past 18 and you're not special needs, they won't let you stay. So she ended up having to go to a private Christian school and graduate from there. So that was that. Well, I still thought I was gonna have to stay because I suck at math. I was a senior with 3 math classes. I failed Algebra 1, and then I failed, the next thing after Algebra 1 is Geometry, and I failed that too. So I ended up having to take Geometry, Math for College Readiness, which is the math you take as a senior. You take Geometry in 10th grade, and then 11th grade would have been Liberal Arts, which is easy. Mr. Crow, love ya. So, because it was basically like algebra and geometry had a baby, and I was already doing stuff in geometry, so it helped. And then, yeah, so basically they didn't know what to do with me and Jennifer at first, because we would have fire drills, and they would put her on the elevator during a fire drill, and they put me, because we'd have like these, they call them catwalks, these long walkways that lead to like the balconies, and they put me on the balcony to wait for like what would be like the cherry picker, like the thing that they used to get cats out of trees and shit, girl. Yeah, that. And they had like what would be the cherry picker if we were in a fire. Like, girl, what if I burned to death? My mom was saying, what if there was like an explosion in the chemistry lab? And luckily, the chemistry lab is downstairs on the first floor, so if anything were to happen, it wouldn't be too bad. We did have a fire in the bathroom one year. My mom was talking about that. Some kid decided to smoke a cigarette and threw it in the trash can where there's paper towels and it ignited. But yeah, I got picked on quite a lot just because I'm different and just because I was kind of annoying and a brat, and that's just how I was in high school. Like, I didn't really know who I was yet and didn't know how to like suck it in. Like, I don't know, I just felt like I was so cool if I was weird as fuck. And like, I'm still weird, and I love that shit. Like, that's why I tell you guys to stay true and stay weird, because it's the best thing to be. But obviously, when you're 16, 17 years old, and you already have something wrong with you, like, it makes you a target. And like, a lot of people, especially now, like with internet dating, like, when I'm not interested in a guy and I'm like, oh no, thank you, they immediately talk about my eye. I know I've brought it up before in other videos, but this is my left eye, so my left jail's right. And when I smile, you can see it, and then you can see how uneven they are, like certain angles. But like, I'm really good at hiding it on the internet, like in pictures and stuff, somewhat. But yeah, so I used to get picked on a lot. One of the guy that actually picked on me, we were in middle school. He used to fuck with me in middle school, and so we went to high school, and he ended up being prom king, homecoming king, drum major, and I was like, cause he has a fake ass personality. Like, do you, okay? If you wanna like be DL, and you know what I mean, and like, act like you're something you're not, and take it out on me because you're not comfortable with yourself and you're not living your truth, like, that's you. But that's not cool. Like, especially if it's somebody with a disability. It's something I was born with and I can't help. So go fuck yourself. Basically, high school for me, I just kind of stayed to myself. I ate lunch by myself. Like, I know I seem like a bubbly, happy person, but I was so quiet just because I have social anxiety and I was scared to, like, branch out to other people because I'm like, oh shit, what if they don't like me? What if they don't accept me? What if this and that? And yeah, so, and then I went to prom with one of my very best friends, Justin. He's amazing. He has autism. He's a savant. He can play the piano like Mozart. It is insane. And basically, I graduated high school. Well, actually, this is the anniversary of me graduating high school, so this is why I made this video. I graduated high school on June 1st. It's actually June 3rd because I'm kind of late. I know, sorry. But, yeah. So, I graduated high school on the first day of hurricane season, girl. Like, I don't know why they did that. But, so we walked out of the Ocean Center, which is like the convention center here, and it's just pouring, and I had my hair in curls, and I had full face of makeup, face was beat, nails on, everything, and everything just went, like, my nails were falling off, like, oh my god. And, this is about when Erin fell. So, Erin had come to my graduation in her dad's truck. It was like in a Isuzu Rodeo, big black truck. And she showed up. We walk outside. It's pouring rain. She slips and falls and twists her ankle. The ambulance had to come get her and everything, girl. I was like, oh my god. So my mom had to find her dad's truck, because the Ocean Center has like levels of parking garage, and find her dad's truck and drive it to the hospital. And oh my god, my mom was like so sick from being in that truck. We had to give her, because my aunt from North Carolina came down, and my aunt had a bag of mints, because she had gone to the party store and gotten all this like congrats grad stuff. Like, I have mints on my fridge, and I'll show you guys the back of my shirt. I have mints on my fridge. I don't know if you can see that. Like, I have like mints on my fridge and stuff like that she was handing out to the teachers, and she was just giving to them, and she was giving them to my mom because my mom was so sick. And then we get through with that, and we get to Outback Steakhouse, and my aunt, I love my aunt, but my aunt likes to steal silverware from restaurants, and she's taking the forks, a steak knife, like a big steak knife, like the nice napkins, and a coaster. I saw her take the coaster because she was like, you can put it in a scrapbook and you can have it. And I said, okay, cool. And she put it in there, but I didn't see the other stuff. She was sitting right by me. I'm like, damn. So we get home, and she puts her purse on the counter. She's, look what I got, and pulls everything out. My mom's like, oh my god. So yeah, that was, and I ended up going straight to college. They had recruiters there, and you'd go in the library and you'd pick what you wanted, and you'd apply and all this stuff. And I went straight to college. The college is literally across the street. So yeah, that is the end of this video. I love you guys so fucking much. And stay true and stay weird. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I love you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Don't forget to become a precious alien baby and subscribe. Precious alien baby.